And now to a story that has had some major developments since we first told you about it yesterday.
Yes, some Hampton University alum were outraged after learning one hotel was hiking prices and requiring they pay the full price up front.
Well, late this afternoon, we heard from the hotel who is apologizing for a misunderstanding. 10 on your side's Anita Blanton has been following this for days now. Anita, you talked exclusively to someone who's been fighting hard to get a change.
Yeah, Tom and Deanna, Opal and Chandra Jones drove down here from Maryland to do this interview in person because they are that concerned about what was going on at Embassy Suites in Hampton. They're Hilton Honors members, so it would be their hotel of choice for Homecoming 2016, along with dozens of other alumni. But now they're reconsidering their plans, and they're not alone by far.
It's going to be pretty tough to continue to patronize them and support them, given the value that they place on the alumni of Hampton University.
Here's the open letter Opal and Chandra Jones sent up the chain of Embassy Suites Hampton Roads and Hilton Worldwide after eagerly making their reservations for Homecoming 2016 and experiencing disappointment that only began with sticker shock.
Going up a little bit, maybe from last year a little bit. We understand inflation, everything, but to triple the price from the alumni rate, it really doesn't make much sense.
Nor did the stipulations to make those high-priced reservations they soon learned their friends were encountering from near and far. One being a required full deposit made at the time of booking a year in advance. Yesterday, in this letter sent to us by the general manager of Embassy Suites Hampton Roads, he clarified that advance bookings only require a deposit for one night stay, charged 21 days in advance.
The embassy said that they weren't aware of any, pay in full deposits, yet we have proof. So those type of things are just raising questions.
If you take a look at this tweet from the embassy sent in response to one woman's similar allegations online, they actually acknowledged a problem at the time. And that issue of inconsistent messages also rings true for these concerned alumni after realizing 2 weeks before their homecoming, another big weekend in Hampton featuring the Crawl and Crab 5K and Half Marathon is booking at the same hotel for half the rate.
Our big goal here is to make sure that we're raising awareness. We just want folks to know what's happening. We don't feel like we're being treated fairly. We totally understand supply and demand. We went to one of the best universities, on the planet, and they taught us well. But in terms of supply and demand, there's a difference between supply and demand and being fair.
I had a lot of questions for the general manager of Embassy Suites. In a statement sent this afternoon, he said the timing of the rate increase is simply based on supply and demand. Not only did he acknowledge and apologize about the discrepancy with the deposit requirements that he says has since been corrected, but he says they're in the process of contacting the recipients of those initial bookings. Anita Blanton, 10 on your side.